There's absolutely no doubt about it. The Toy Story franchise is truly a masterpiece of animation and storytelling. Across all the films, we see a beautiful mix of moments that are funny and lighthearted, alongside moments that are deeply sad and emotional. The way the movies handle friendship, loss, and growing up really pulls you in. So in this video, I want to take some time to talk about my personal ranking of the 4 most heartbreaking moments in the whole Toy Story series. Starting with number 4, I want to talk about Jesse's backstory in Toy Story 2. There's a particular scene that is really heartbreaking. It's the flashback that tells the story of Jesse's life before she became part of Andy's toys. We get to see her with her very first owner, a little girl named Emily, and it's so sweet in the beginning. There's this wonderful part showing Emily and Jesse playing together and having fun, which really captures the joy of a child's love for a toy. But as Emily grows older, things change. She starts spending less time with Jesse and eventually isn't interested anymore. What makes this moment especially emotional is the music playing in the background, the song When She Loved Me. This combination of the flashback visuals and the song itself creates such a sad and moving experience. That feeling of being loved deeply and then forgotten is something that resonates with a lot of people, and it's why this scene has earned the number 4 spot on my list. Coming in at number 3, we have a big emotional moment from Toy Story 4. This is the scene where Woody says goodbye to all his friends. Throughout the Toy Story films, Woody has always been the loyal leader who sticks by his friends no matter what. But at the end of Toy Story 4, he makes a huge decision. He chooses to stay behind with Bo Peep and live the life of a lost toy instead of going back home with Bonnie and the other toys. This was a really surprising choice for a lot of people because Woody had always preached that toys stick together, so his decision to leave his longtime friends left some people wondering if this change made sense for his character. Regardless of those questions, this goodbye scene is incredibly emotional. The way Woody and Buzz say their farewells, especially when they share that heartfelt hug, really hits you hard. It's a powerful moment about growth, change, and making decisions that feel right for yourself, even when it means leaving behind what you know. Coming in at number 2 is definitely the incinerator scene from Toy Story 3. This moment is so powerful and heartbreaking that it's almost impossible not to feel something deep inside when you watch it. In this scene, all the toys find themselves trapped on a conveyor belt heading straight for the incinerator, a machine that will destroy them completely. What makes this scene so emotional is how in their final moments, the toys decide to hold hands and face their fate together. It's like they're saying, if this is the end, we'll face it as a family. The way they accept that they might die at that very moment is both terrifying and incredibly moving. For many viewers, especially when seeing it for the very first time, Pixar made it feel like this was truly the toys' last moment alive. Up until that point in the film, we had grown so attached to the toys and all they had been through in the first 2 films, always sticking together, overcoming challenges, and staying loyal to each other, so seeing them about to be destroyed together was just heartbreaking. Thankfully, the story doesn't end there, and the toys do get saved at the last second. But even so, the scene of them holding hands, closing their eyes, and waiting for what seemed like the inevitable was one of the most emotional and heavy moments in the entire franchise. And now, the moment I've been saving for number 1, without any doubt, it's the scene where Andy says goodbye to all his toys in Toy Story 3. For anyone who's followed the Toy Story franchise from the very beginning, this is probably the most heartbreaking moment of them all. Over the course of the films, we've watched Andy grow up and seen how much he truly loves his toys, especially Woody. We know how important these toys were to his childhood. They were his best friends, his comfort, and his source of endless adventure. But now, Andy is about to leave for college, which means he has to say goodbye to the toys he once loved so much. It's the end of an era, the closing of a big chapter in both Andy's life and the story of the toys. Many people think this is the perfect ending for the Toy Story series because of how emotional and powerful it is. Even though the franchise went on with more movies later, this scene still stands as the most emotional and touching point in the story.